The use of drones to take out our enemies abroad has received a great deal of criticism from both liberals and conservatives for good reason. We've killed literally thousands of people with them, including 8 Americans since 2002. But new data is showing that if a strike is going to happen, drones might be far better than other weapons at limiting civilian deaths. In the harshest tally of drone strikes maintained by the Bureau of Investigative Journalism, they say that drones have killed 2,449 to 3,949 people just in Pakistan, including 423 to 962 civilians. That's a civilian casualty rate of 17% on the low end, or if you use the high-end figures, 24%. In Yemen, the Bureau counts 436 to 646 deaths by drones, of which 65 to 96 were civilians. That's a rate of 15%. If you factor in other incidents classified as possible but unconfirmed drone strikes, the rate in Yemen drops to somewhere between 8 and 14% for civilian deaths. Now, there are other ways of tracking this as well. The New America Foundation keeps a different tally. Its figures imply a civilian casualty rate of 8 to 12% in Pakistan and 8 to 9% in Yemen. And finally, the Bureau of Investigative Journalism's analysis of other covert operations in Yemen, consisting of non-drone attacks by U.S. forces, including things like airstrikes, missile attacks, and ground operations. In those, BIJ counts 68 to 99 civilian deaths in these operations, among 156 to 365 total casualties. That's a civilian casualty rate of 27% to 44%, 3 times worse than drone strikes in the same country. And specifically in Somalia for drones, the BIJ counts 23 to 105 casualties, of whom 0 to 5 were civilian. So look, I think for most people, a civilian death rate above 0% is unacceptable. And yet, at the same time, lowering those rates is significant, both for the effect that it has on the populations of the countries that we're striking, and also the effect it has in terms of their view of America and its foreign policy after the strikes have happened. Now, if any particular strike should have happened in the first place, that's a separate debate, and it's a debate that needs to happen. But if we do want America to have at least a limited ability to project force around the world, while at the same time limiting civilian casualties, it seems like in most cases drones are going to be preferable to other forms of strikes, like cruise missiles, airplanes, and things of that sort. So the tool seems like probably not the problem. The foreign policy might still be the problem, but we should be able to differentiate between the two. That's my final judgment.